Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am making a Nations of the World Battle Royale in Age of Civilisations 2. So as you can see, I've set Eternal War, so every nation is at war with every single nation, and we'll see how it goes. So it's turn 2, and as you can see, the nations which have capital cities on the borders of other nations have already begun. There you can see Monaco off to a good start, invading France, Andorra off to a brilliant start as well as Luxembourg there. Unfortunately, I don't think this will last. Obviously, the smaller nations, they won't have as much money, so they'll likely be crushed first. So I hope they can do well. Gambia's doing well as well. The border gore already in Europe is crazy, and it's only turn 3. It's disgusting. Well, the first peace treaties are coming in. We've got a few there. Guam and the Mariana Islands have already gone peace. Gone peace. That makes no sense, but you get what I mean. Looking over there, I think Togo has made peace with a few nations. Yeah, Ivory Coast, by the looks of it, Niger and Benin have all annexed part of Togo. Now, it's all fine and well, your nation doing well, but obviously they have to peace out on those things, in which they'll probably lose a lot of land. Serbia have started well as well. And look at a few. Oh, Cyprus have made peace. Who's won there? Northern Cyprus beat Cyprus. There's a few other wars, but wow, good start for some nations. Well, Ireland has beaten out the UK on their island. It's a good start for them. I doubt they'll make peace just yet, but I mean, it's a good start and they've secured their borders. Now, Italy start in a great position, really, and that shows in how they've started. They've started really well against France, and that being on that peninsula means that they really shouldn't get destroyed. It means they're only defending from one way. And it looks like South Korea is gonna beat the North. The North still exists, but they've not got many troops. I don't think it's looking too favourable for Kimmy. Yeah, South Korea doing well. They've almost got every province of North Korea's. One of the most surprising things for me, Greenland are doing really well. Now, as you can see, the US and Canada have been a long stalemate. Surprisingly for me, the US hasn't got many troops, but Greenland has pushed in well. I wonder if that will last, though. And one of the weaker nations, Papua New Guinea, have secured their island. Indonesia were doing something about Timor-Leste, but New Guinea have managed to secure the whole island of Papua. So that might be good for them. Maybe they'll be a surprise candidate for the victory in this one. Damn, Kyrgyzstan looking thick. I wonder if they'll be able to hold on to some of this stuff. Well, France are making a bulge in Italy's lines. If Italy aren't careful, then France may just be able to push down into Italy. I reckon Italy will have control of it. And also, Italy have pieced out against Switzerland, so they've grabbed up some of their land as well. Egypt have started well as well. Now, they've done a lot of peace deals in the Middle East, so they've got this big sort of line up the eastern Mediterranean coast. And Egypt started well as well. They had one of the biggest economies in Africa at the start of the game, so they had a really favourable start, and now their neighbours are quite weak as well. Also, the southern Middle East states are doing really well in the Arabian Peninsula. Well, the Netherlands and Belgium have partitioned northern France, but the Netherlands are doing really well. I didn't think they would do this well. I thought they would crumble to Germany. Also, Ireland have landed on Europe. Damn. Greece might just form the Byzantine Empire because damn, they've got the Western Turkey as well as they've held their lands really well. They could be a surprise candidate as well. No, I didn't show this, but Libya started really well, but they have been absolutely destroyed by this Tunisian bulge. As you can see, the Irish D-Day is going really well in continental Europe. They have stretched quite far, and they've kind of taken the lands that the Netherlands were going for, and Belgium's really being pushed out of Europe at the same time. I'm going to be honest, I did not expect Portugal to do that well. They have almost destroyed Spain. Spain still exists on the Balearic and the Canary Islands, and they do actually exist in Africa as well, but Portugal doing really well. Ethiopia have got their first peace deal, and they're also doing well. Damn, they're looking big. Well, Portugal and Italy are looking the main players in Europe, and I can understand that they've both secured their peninsulas, but France is getting absolutely destroyed on all sides. And to be honest, I did kind of expect that. They're not in the greatest starting position. Someone contain Nigeria, they are going out of control, and the scary thing for the other nations is they have pieced out on most of those deals. That land is their land and no one else's. I don't know what South Korea did, but it went very, very wrong because North Korea has come back, and I think they're just about going to defeat the South. The South will still exist in little territories in Russian East Asia, but other than that, South Korea have been almost defeated. So we've hit turn 50, and I know it's pretty early in the game, but I just want to check up on where we are. If we look at Europe, the border score is disgusting, but as you can see, Portugal and Italy are the main players there. Greece and Turkey are fairly evenly balanced. I'd say Greece are doing better there. Russia is getting absolutely destroyed on all sides, as well as Denmark are doing really well in Scandinavia and Finland in Russia. As you can see, the US not quite doing so well. Mexico is taking them out from the south, and in Asia, it's not looking great for any nation apart from Myanmar. They're looking really good. Yeah, we're going to see who's the richest. As you can see, the US is the biggest in terms of provinces, but I think they've lost 90 provinces. In terms of the economy, let me just check that soon. Where is economy? There's economy. Greece, surprisingly, is the richest, followed by Italy, Portugal, India, and the Netherlands. I did not expect that. Who's the poorest? Oh, there's destroyed nations. The poorest is okay. It's still one of these islands. But Greece being the richest, that is surprising me. The most powerful, though, India, followed by Italy, Indonesia, Mexico, Japan, Greece, Brazil, Poland, Portugal. The US clinches 10th place. I don't know what stuff the Belgians are on, but I mean, they got absolutely steamrolled by the Dutch pretty early on in the game, and yet in the peace deal, they've only lost, I think, 2 provinces. That's pretty impressive stuff from them. There are lots of South African peace deals. As you can see, South Africa alone are at peace with most of Africa, but Mozambique are doing impressively well. Morocco have taken a lot of Portugal, and I can't see Portugal coming back from this. The game is cursed, that's all I can say. I don't understand how Belgium and Bosnia are doing so well in Western Europe. India have surprised me actually. Now, they may start as some of the most powerful nations in the world, but they're surrounded by powerful starting nations, China to the north, and Myanmar and Pakistan are always pretty buffed at the start of each game, and they're doing well. And North Korea as well, they've completely taken out the south, I think, and now they're trying to destroy China and Russia. They are doing very, very well. And Belgium have returned to their minuscule state. Well, Portugal and Spain have reached a peace deal, and it's not great for Portugal, to be honest. They've only managed to take half of the peninsula. That is really not good for how they're going to do in this the rest of the game. The Czech Republic have the chance to do really well here. I think they've puppeted Hungary, so they've essentially got an ally with them, and Hungary is fairly strong. They're not doing too badly, and they themselves in Central Europe are probably the most powerful nation in Central Europe at the moment, especially when Germany's so weakened and partitioned. They are a surprise candidate. They could rival Italy. Well, this is our first new nation. They have rebelled and Kalachakwi, I've probably butchered that pronunciation, have arrived in South America. As the world crumbles around them, they are the only nation at peace with everyone. How impressive. Well, I can't say I didn't expect this, but Greenland kind of crumbled, and this is all that's left of them. But they are at peace with the US, and the US they've not really recovered. The US are not doing too well. Canada isn't doing great either, because Canada have kind of switched places with the US. It's not looking good for them, really. Let's turn 100, and like turn 50, I want to look over and see who's the strongest nation, who's the richest nation at this point. I think Africa, despite being Africa, is probably one of the most peaceful nations at this point. But if we look, Mexico now has the most provinces, and surprisingly, that's followed by Canada. But that's probably because they've conquered much of the eastern US. If we look at the economic things, Italy is now the richest nation by far. Greece have tumbled down the list, followed by Indonesia. The most powerful is India and Italy, and Indonesia still the top three. China has moved up to fourth, Japan holds fifth, Mexico sixth, Russia seventh, Vietnam eighth, Brazil ninth, and the UK is in 10th. The US is long gone. They have plummeted down the list. In terms of the weakest nation, it is Tokelau. Well, that shows China never invade Vietnam, or Vietnam will destroy you, and that's what they have done to China. China must regret doing that a lot now. France has been defeated. They've been partitioned by the Netherlands, Portugal, and Italy. I don't think they've pieced out yet, though, so that's something to worry about. I've just realised, but somehow Austria has got a bunch of peace deals, and they've kept their initial borders. They've not lost any land or gained any. I really can't understand why the Netherlands are doing so well, because usually in a normal world, they get destroyed. But I guess in Eternal War they do really well because they've crushed France and they've pieced out. The Dutch have also pieced out against Germany now, and they've taken a few major cities, Munster and Bremen particularly. The UK have arrived in continental Europe, and rather than Normandy, it's Rotterdam. We'll see how far that goes. Okay, this is confusing me, right? Okay, so just to explain, the US was getting attacked by Canada and Mexico, and then Mexico is now getting gobbled up by Honduras. Oh god. The UK has landed once again in Europe, this time with 10,000 troops, and it looks like they are heading towards Paris. Impressive stuff from the British. But for the first time in a long, long, long time, the continent has arrived at the UK. Nigel Farage will not be happy about that. Meanwhile, the UK are destroying the continent. Wow, I did not expect this. Montana is the first US state to secede from the Union in the game. Wow. Nigeria never ceases to amaze me in how well they've done. And just bearing in mind, they've pieced out on most of that land, so they can actually make troops on them. Argentina doing really well. They've secured their southern borders by defeating Chile. Now they just need to push up into the rest of South America. Will they be able to unite South America, though? That's the question. How it all went so wrong for Italy. I mean, there's not much Hungarian troops there, so Italy could come back from this, but it's not looking good. Well, North Dakota secedes from the Union as well to join Montana as an independent state. This game is so unpredictable. I just showed you Argentina not that long ago. This is them now. This is about 30 turns later. They've been destroyed by Peru. Now, I've been wrong before, but I can't see them coming back from this. Now, I just said that this game is so unpredictable. Here we have Bulgaria, who's come out and destroyed Greece. Because for the whole game, Turkey and Greece have been pushing back and forward, and now Bulgaria's just crushed them both. Well done, North Korea. Well done. You cannot fault them for this. It's just too good. And Italy have managed to come back, and they've done really well and pieced out in a lot of their land as well. Well, it's turn 500, and I think I'm going to end the game there just to look at North America. Canada, as I think really been the victors, which surprised me. I expected the US to steamroll the continent, but that's really not what's happened. Honduras did really well as well, and South America is just disgusting. I don't want to even talk about it really. Over in South Africa, and Mozambique and Nigeria seem to be the main players there. Egypt's done pretty well, I guess. In Europe, Italy, Portugal, even Spain, to be honest, have done quite well, but I'd say Italy, Portugal, the main guys, and Vietnam have done unreal. Indonesia did well at the start of the game, but they've dropped off a lot. Looking at the biggest country, it's Canada, and they've got 311 provinces, so they're the winners in that. Vietnam, the highest populous state, looking at that graph. Over the economy, and Vietnam wins the richest battle, but they've just beat out Indonesia. But Indonesia really haven't done much, so we really can't give them to them. But let's see the moment of truth. Who is the winners of the day? In first place, Indonesia. Okay, so Indonesia the most powerful, second Vietnam, third Japan, fourth Italy, fifth Nigeria. So that's your top five. Indonesia and Japan have literally done nothing all game. They've sat there. Japan have done absolutely nothing. Indonesia have done a little bit, but still not much. The biggest losers of the day, Tokelau. But that's going to be the end of the video. Please subscribe, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.